no matter what toolpath you make, the final thing you're going to do is do a post process. So even before you do a post process, I always recommend right clicking and going down to simulate all and hitting play and making sure you're happy with everything. One issue that a lot of people have in Fusion, Inventor, all these cam softwares is something isn't right before you're ready to post it. And usually it happens right here where my cursor is. Sometimes there can be a radius that you don't want, it's unwanted, and right now I don't have it. So, but one thing you can do under profile is edit it, and or you might edit the grooving operation and turn confinement on. And sorry about that. I might just try and leave it here. If you look right on the screen, there's some images there, and it says positive backside offset. You're going to want to make a positive backside offset and just kind of move the positive backside and add a positive value to it. So if you type in if you type in the radius of that round bit, which is 0.06, that will be enough. What happened to my keyboard? But 0.06 will be enough positive backside on it just to move it back a little bit further, just to clean that radius up. If you don't have a radius, you're set. You won't have any issues. Some of these geometries just make it so you don't have any issues, but sometimes you do. And in order to fix it, you have to go edit backside confinement 0.06, and it cleans it all up. So when you're happy with your simulation, you are ready to go post process. So you're going to come over here, right click this setup 2, and go to post process all. Do not change this. As soon as you change that, it screws everything up. The only things you're going to change are down here in post configuration and program settings. So right here we're going to go turning because we want to know we want to turn. We'll do a generic cost. This we're going to leave all the same except for the output. Sorry, we're going to change the output folder. I'm just working off my desktop. And my desktop, sometimes my computer goes a little bit slow, but you're just going to locate the folder that you're going to work in. And I'm going to just open that folder right there. I'm going to work in program 57. It should be saved from earlier, but if you didn't write it in, you need to add in your program number now. You have to add your program comment. You have to work. I'd recommend working in inches. Really need to change that. You need to specify inches for that. And the other thing is you have to make sure preload tool is set to no. So I think the 10th or 11th option down for preload tool here. So you want to make sure that that says no. Sometimes it automatically sets to yes, and it'll be a disaster if you do. So at that point, if you haven't changed, if everything you change is from here down, including your location, you're going to go to post. You're going to post it right to your file location. And all this G&M code comes up. In order for the G&M code to work, you have to delete all of the M31s and all of the M22s. And just for housekeeping, you should just delete the G54. So what I like to do is I like to highlight the M31, I hit Control F, and it says what would you like to find, M31. So I come over here, I hit delete, and I hit next, just to make sure there's no other M31s. If you leave the M31s in the program, you will get an error. You do not need to delete this line of code. I'm at the delete key, but it's a good I just like to clean it up. The other one you're going to try and delete is going to be, I'm going to exit out of this, Control F, M22. There should be 3 M22s you're going to need to delete. So delete the first one, hit next, delete the second one, hit next. I guess there's only 2 in this one, but usually there's 2 or 3 depending on how many. Every operation will have an M22. And you said previous to make sure there's nothing previous, good. And then the last thing is G54, which I know was at the very beginning. You don't need to delete it, but you don't need it there. I really recommend getting rid of it just in case you have any offsets in your G54. It's just good to get rid of them. So now you've done all that. You are going to exit here. You're going to go ahead and just save this again. And I would save it. We saved it as program 57. I will go back and save as. My computer's just being really slow. I would probably I would add in your name and what the project is, so you can easily find it on the HOS control panel. From here, you're off to the Haas machine, and you don't have a whole lot else to do except for load the program, view it under settings, graphics, and then run it under memory single block. And those few things are pretty easy, and we'll have a real quick video for you to export and do all that stuff. All right, thanks for your time. Hopefully you enjoyed the videos, and good luck.